My name is Feroz Fernando Vargas Sr. This is Feroz Fernando Vargas Jr. And right here, we're gonna talk about shadow boxing, why it's important, why you need to make sure that you do it, and it's very important for you as a fighter. And this is why it's very important for you to shadow box and be able to throw your punches correctly and work on turning over your punches, on boxing, on using the measure, on everything that requires you success in the ring.
So basically, everybody has a different outlook on how to shadow box, but I know when my father, what he tells me is always thumbs touching temples, and I think that's very important. So you're here, and if you're throwing, you know, whether you're throwing a punch, you want to make sure they're coming back because you got to be ready for their counter. You got to be ready for the response. So I have a tendency, I like to, you know, throw my hands out and drop them. And my dad's always telling me thumbs to temples, especially if you're turning professional or you are a professional. Those smaller gloves will have a bigger impact on you. So this is something you could try at home. You could just look at a mirror and just remember thumbs to temples. So you're throwing, okay? And you're just making sure it's all returning back. You could do head movement, but you're making sure every punch gets right back to your temples.
Keep on touching like that. Keep on touching your thumb to your temple. Each time you throw out the punch, you come back and you touch your temple. Why? Because every time you throw a punch, if you leave your hand down, here comes the hook. If you leave the hand down, here goes the hook. You know, right hand. You got to be ready. With experience, you know, getting caught with punches because you're not touching your temples is a problem. So you got to make sure that, you know, and it happens. Sometimes you can get hurt, you know, with a punch if you're not covering your temples, because once you throw a right hand and if you don't have your hand up to touch your thumb on your temple, then you can get hurt. If you throw a right hand, they're gonna come with the hook. You know what I mean? So same thing. You know what I mean? With the hook, you come with the hook, and you don't, and you have your hands up, and you come with the right hand. Here comes the hook. Here comes the hook. Here comes the right hand's gonna come on top.
So you're saying you're a good thrower on the 1, 2, 3. You know the hook's coming, especially at southpaw. My right foot's forward. Most fighters, your left foot's forward, because predominantly you hit with your right hand. That's your hardest hand. Me, I'm a southpaw right with my left hand. My power's my left hand. So my lead hand's my jab. So it's a little different, at a different angle. But the angle that I'm at, if I throw a weak jab and it goes low, boom, come right over the top with the hook. So it's important, even when I'm tired, my dad's like, touch your temple. So I'll be here, throw a feint, throw a jab, and right back here. You gotta really throw it all the way out. And no matter what you're throwing, make sure it comes back, because, like my pop said, it's the punch that you don't see that could hurt you. Now I know we're talking thumbs to temples, right? So when you're throwing, thumbs to temples. Now how do we do that? So basically how we break it down is you wanna turn your punches over. Now a punch can't be like this, can't be like that, can't be halfway. You wanna fully extend your punch. So when you're punching, okay, whether you're southpaw, with your right foot forward, left foot back, or orthodox, with your left foot forward, right foot back, okay, you wanna make sure your elbows are tucked in, really important. You don't wanna be flying. Elbows in, thumbs to temples, and you wanna fully twist. Back to your temple. Now here, you gotta turn. Your back foot twists, like I'm stepping on a piece of bubble gum, and right back. You wanna make sure this comes over. A lot of people throw the right hand, they just throw it like this. There's no power behind it. Sit down, here, back to your face, turn, right back here. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Okay, so you wanna turn them over. Same thing in southpaw. Here, touching your temples, okay? You could be in rhythm, okay? Be in rhythm. Jab, back to your face. Twist left hand, back here. And in boxing, you're always turning to your right. As a southpaw, you're turning to your right. Reason being, you want to be away from the right hand. So when you're throwing your 1, 2, you're here. Okay, you could be here. You're here.
Keep on boxing. Keep on boxing.
Throwing 1, 2, boom, boom. Okay? You're right here. 1, 2. Throw it to your right. Now, if you're orthodox, same thing. Just opposite. Okay, you're here. Throwing 1, 2, and you're turning to your what? To your left. Thumbs to temples. Reason being, you want to be away from the right hand. So that's basically how you break down thumbs to temples, turn your punches over.
Now we're gonna get into the section of head movement. As he's boxing, he's gonna be moving his head so that way he can dodge punches after they're coming, after he throws his combination.
Some of my favorite fighters like Canelo Alvarez has great head movement. He's in a rhythm.
Yeah.
He's in a constant rhythm, thumbs to temples, and he kind of baits you in. He's here. He lets you throw at him, but he's always in the rhythm. Now turn it, use your box, stay behind the jab, jab, 1, 2, thumbs to
Good.
temples.
Keep on touching temples and boxing. Keep turning out. Go to your right, go to your left. There you go. Good. Good turning your punches and the hands nice and tight. Perfect.
So basically, in boxing, you want to be in a constant rhythm. You hear coaches say jab, jab, jab. So that even involves your head movement. You know, I feel the most dangerous fighter is a fighter that is in his rhythm. So you would look at Muhammad Ali, he would get in his rhythm, throw 3, 4, 5 jabs, you know, do a whole bunch of stuff, right? And I feel that, you know, you need to implement that in your head movement. So what this is called is a slip. So I'm gonna show you the southpaw because I feel more comfortable as a southpaw, okay? So I'm gonna have my hands up, thumbs to temples, and all it is a slip. It's not, you're not moving away from the punch, okay? You're just slightly just letting it glide you, okay? So you're here and here. And you can step forward if you want. Here, here. Those are slips. Here, 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 here. So those are slips, and these are rolls. So basically with the roll, you don't want to use your back. You don't want to do this, and you don't want to look down. Definitely don't want to look down. So when you're here, you're basically doing a U shape. You're here, and you're using your legs. You're rolling to one side, and you're rolling the other. Look, I could throw my straight left hand. If I'm rolling here, look, hook, boom. Back here, jab, jab, thumbs to temples, slip. Roll, 3, 2. Roll, roll, 2, 3. Also, another thing is catching and countering. I believe catching and countering is so important because when you're on the inside, let's just say you're getting tired, you can't really use your footwork that much. So, as long as your elbows are in here, you're seeing the shots. If they throw a right hand, you're catching here. You could do an opposite hand counter, or you could do same hand counter. So if they throw here a hook, I could do same hand a hook, or I could do catch and shoot. Now this, you don't want to drop, because I could look down and come up with the hook. So all you want to do is just lean. Lean, boom, come up with the uppercut. You even put in 3 punches. Uppercut, hook, right hand. Here, uppercut, 2, 3. So if you want to start off basic, just catch and shoot is just 1. Here, straight left hand. Here, hook. Here, lean over, uppercut. Here, uppercut. So that's really, really important. Parrying and catching shots. On top of all that, I'm breathing, I'm thinking about what my opponent is thinking about, and I'm trying to stay really relaxed because the best fighters are the fighters that are relaxed. You look at Terrence Crawford, you look at all these different fighters, they're relaxed. So basically what it looks like all together is, you know, you're here, touching your temples, moving your head, using a jab, okay? Here, touching, and the main thing that you want to do is stay relaxed. Let everything just flow. If you rush stuff, sometimes I'd be looking for a knockout, and my dad's like, you're trying too hard. And sometimes I'll get the best knockouts, I'll get the best punches when I'm just relaxed, when I'm boxing, staying behind my jab, here, coming this way. 1, 2, roll, touch temples, catch, catch. You know, so that's the way that I feel that pretty much the basics and learning how to shadow box being implemented all together looks like.
This Feroz Fernando Vargas Sr. and this Feroz Fernando Vargas Jr. Thank you for watching.
And we hope that these at-home workouts will be able to help you during this tough time. It's very simple. You could go in front of a mirror or even be in your garage. Put a sauna suit even if you want to, put some Abilene, and you could just shadow box. Those easy tips will help you shed that extra weight and also keep you busy during these difficult times.